Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Tyrese Maxey.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the 3 slot. And for the 76ers, we've got George. Kelly Oubre out there with Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. Well, Greg, this matchup features 2 teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. And here is Curry. 3-pointer. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Oubre. Outside, Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Here's George. And that one off the back of the rim and in. George has got his second bucket tonight.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
Outside, Green. Curry with a wide open look. Another miss by Curry. Last outing for Golden State. They won that game against the Magic. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Here's Podziemski. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Maxey. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. For 3. Shot by Grimes. No good. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Back to Butler. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3 ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
Free throw drops for Green.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Philadelphia's head coach. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the 76ers. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
Well, right now for the 76ers, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
Man, we keep waiting for them to turn it around and waiting and waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
Here's Podziemski. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. On target from 13 feet.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Off target with his three.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah, what you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Embiid, it's rebounded by Golden State. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks. And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Butler kicks to Green. Pass to Moody. Curry looking around. Nice move. The rebound by Paul George.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here's Oubre. He's defended by Podziemski.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Inside, Embiid with the steal. Oubre with it. Butler covering. Oubre against Butler. Oubre passes to Embiid. Over Moody. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
1:05 left to play here in the first. Green kicks to Butler. For the three. The rebound by Paul George.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Oubre passes to Grind. That three off the mark.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Maxey on the wing. And Curry pulls it down.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Embiid inside. It's good. And it's 6 points for Joel Embiid.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting the cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Payton. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. On the wing, Payton. Edwards defending. And the basket by Curry.
He's a magician inside. Curry always finds a window.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Pass to Yabusele. Embiid the screen from outside the arc. And it's Curry with the rebound. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Jackson-Davis. Payton outside. Hield with a screen on Butler. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Here's Jackson-Davis after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Back to Payton. A 3-ball. The rebound by Yabusele. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Monday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl-Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And in that matchup with the Pistons, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
They throw good, Edwards. Some changes for Philadelphia. Oubre's checked in for Yabusele. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Walker. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Payton. And Edwards drops them both. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pass to Post. Podziemski with it. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry against Oubre. Right side, Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it.
How did he brick that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. So it's the Warriors now. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Now Podziemski. His last outing, he had 8 points. Drains the 3-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Philadelphia. Yabusele, he's checked in for Embiid. Paul George comes in for Edwards. And Maxey subbed in for Butler. Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moses Moody comes in for Stephen Curry. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Now, here's Maxey. He's defended by Podziemski. Crafty move. Green with the block.
When you talk about the best defensive players of this era, you have to talk about Draymond Green.
To the paint. Pass to Podziemski. They kick out to Hield. Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Maxey. Podziemski's shot is good.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Moody's shot is off. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Here's Yabusele. Still scoreless. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And that one misses. Hard to talk about a guy who can completely take over. Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, I love his energy. I love his focus. I love his love for the game. He is relentless. What's amazing is that there's still so much upside there, Kevin.
He hits the second from the line.
A natural scorer who plays with a lot of energy. Maxey, he's going to have a long career.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Moody finds Podziemski. To the middle. Here's Hield. Goes back up. It's hauled in by George. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oubre outside. Pass to George. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got 8 points.
And George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that.
Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Maxey. To stop the run. A shot by Podziemski, no good. The 76ers leading by 4. From 20 feet out. Here's Maxey. The 3 from George. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And I'm sure that's been at the forefront of the plan coming into this one, too.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers on top, up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a 6th man on the floor. Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Lengthy road trip ahead, but that's a challenge they can rise to. Chance to prove their grit.
Yeah, the road can bring opportunity. Doesn't have to be an obstacle.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Warriors trail by 4. We've got Maxey. Paul George is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Green, the screen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Warriors have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 3-point lead. Here's Embiid. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
The numbers Embiid has put up over his career speak for themselves. He'll go down as one of the all-time great big men.
Moody the pass to Curry. Down low. Maxey grabs the miss. Outside for George. A 3-pointer off the mark. Warriors trail by 6. Curry from deep 3-point land. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Maxey. George sets a screen for Maxey. Cans it from downtown. Maxey's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
The number of threes are increasing for Maxey since he entered the league. He is getting more comfortable out there.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Tyrese Maxey.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Podziemski. Three-pointer, Butler nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
And that's an encouraging sign from Butler. He's a capable three-point shooter. He's just very selective.
High post, Embiid. The 11-footer hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 13 points for Joel Embiid. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Embiid comes with a double team. Three-pointer, Butler. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good, and now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. 6 to shoot. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Really left alone that time. Grimes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They haven't looked the same on defense during this second half. Seems like they are relaxing and allowing them to get whatever shot they want.
Here's Podziemski. He's got 10. Outside Butler. Over Oubre. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's George. Back to Oubre. Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Butler. Great D that time from Oubre.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
George against Curry. Outside, Maxey. Outside for George. Shoots over Curry. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. George has got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia. 1:41 left to play here in the third. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And some changes here for the 76ers. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Yabusele comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Edwards in for George. There's 1:38 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Podziemski. Butler dishes to Heel. And again, no good by Golden State.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Grimes. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Maxey kicks to Edwards. Good on the triple. Edwards got 8.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Warriors trail by 14. Podziemski, the bounce pass. Pass to Butler. Back to Jackson Davis. Now Butler. To end the drought, the answer, Jimmy Butler.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Drummond finds Maxey. With the drive, shoots from 8. Misses off the right iron. Warriors have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Left side, Butler. "19 seconds left in the third quarter. Butler with the bucket down low.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. Shot by Grimes. No good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We'll return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Philadelphia leading by 9. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Trace Jackson Davis out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. Shot clock at 5. The kick outside to Butler. And it's off from 3-point range. Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Curry. Curry getting it done inside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Outside Butler. Embiid sets the pick for Butler. Takes the 3. It's good from long range. Butler's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Post. Curry's shot is off. Payton against Edwards. Takes a step back. They set the pick. Here's Doughton. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 10. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Now here's Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Doughton. Pass to Yabusele. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Yabusele's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Payton. Jackson Davis with it. Back to Payton. Fires the three. The rebound by Yabusele. Philadelphia leading by 11. Doughton passes to Butler. Pass to Yabusele. To the left wing. Here's Doughton. Beyond the arc. No good from Yabusele. Warriors trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hield finds Jackson Davis. Outside Curry. Pass to Payton. Puts up a deep three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Yabusele. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Embiid. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
A dominant night for Joel Embiid offensively. He's taking whatever he wants.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Different look here for the Warriors. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. Now he wants them to stay focused on teamwork out there. He said, let's keep communicating, keep talking. We got to help each other out there. Coach thinks that team effort is what's needed here. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Podziemski. Curry with it. Green with a screen on Maxey. Curry's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 13. Pass to Grimes. Outside, Maxey. And they double up Embiid. Oubre outside. George with no one around. No good on the three.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
Here's Embiid. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
This just demonstrates how fearless Curry is. Look, he knows how to get inside and draw plenty of fouls.
Shoot 2. It's the first that brings them to within 10.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
Now a seasoned veteran in the league, Curry continues to be efficient, especially when it comes to shooting.
The 76ers leading by 9. Embiid with a screen on Curry. Pass to Grimes. Here's Embiid, headed by Green. kicks it out to Maxey. Sinks the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Philadelphia.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Joel Embiid.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Healed outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Outside Butler. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Well, y'all were real disruptive tonight, man, and it led to the win. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Joel Embiid.